Jordans, Asics, Adidas. What would you say represents me? What's good YouTube, Ash Bash, back again with another episode of Ash Bash Waffles on. And today's subject is a bit of a random-ish one, but it's basically, do the shoes that you rock represent the sort of shoes that you're about, if you get what I mean. People go through phases where they change and whatnot, but let me first tell you how I came about this sort of topic in the first place. I was listening to the Sneaker Podcast, I think it was like a week or two ago. First of all, shout out to the Sneaker Podcast, guys. Check that podcast out if you haven't. It's called The Sneaker Podcast, easy to find. Very dope. These guys from Montreal, Canada. 4 dope guys. No, it might be 5 dope guys now that I didn't remember. But yeah, check it out. Very dope podcast. But anywho, they were doing a thing where they were going around the desk and asking each person, like, what sneakers would you say represents this person? It was a strange one because at the start of every single episode they say, what did you wear on feet today? And one of the members on the panel, Chloe, he generally, like 95% of the time, is rocking Yeezy V2 Zebras, like all the time. But if you used to go to his Instagram and scroll down, you'd find out that he is a huge Air Max 95 head, like got everything that you could think of, like OG wise, like proper sick, big time 95 head. But because I listened to the podcast from the start, I know what he's been into and stuff. So I would have, if I was asking, I probably would have guessed that. But when you see his feed now, you're seeing a lot of Zebras, Ultra Boost. It's like the sneakers that you say are like your favorite and all that. Do you even still rock them? Because if you was to go to my feed right now, you're gonna see lately loads of Air Max 1s, hella Jordans. Like I've got a crazy amount of Jordans. To be fair, Jordans are the main thing that I do have. That's the most pairs. I think I did a random count the other day while I was at work just thinking about it. I think I've got 40 pairs of Jordans now, going from 1s, 3s, 4s, 6, 7 and 11s. But I think I've got 40 pairs. But I wouldn't say the Jordans is what represents me. Personally, I would say it's Sauconys or Sauconys, if you're supposed to say it properly. But if you go on my feed, I think maybe in the last 4 months, you'll maybe see 3 different pairs. 2 of them are reviews, and my Saucony times bait pair that I've been rocking as well. For me, the reason has been because Saucony just haven't been doing it for me lately. Not that they're whack now, but they've not brought out enough heat to make it like a new thing for new pickups. And generally on my feed, because I pick up quite a lot of stuff, it's the new stuff that you see being rocked on there, and then the old stuff when I happen to rock it or whatever. But yeah, they've not brought out nothing new lately. So if you used to see it, and you didn't know anything about me, you didn't scroll back down on my feed. To be fair, my Instagram's quite new compared to my old ones. You probably wouldn't even know that I was like a big Saucony head, and I've got like 30 plus pairs of them as it is. So it kind of doesn't represent me anymore, but I would still say they're probably my favorite sneaker brand, I guess. I don't know, because I've got super into Jordans like more lately, like Jordan 1s. Before, I would always say Jordan 3s, Jordan 4s, pretty much that's all I care about. Bought my first pair of Jordan 1s, and I was gassed about them, but I was like, yeah. It wasn't until I actually got a pair of Breads that I was like, this is what I'm talking about. And it's gone on from there. Now I've got like 10, 12 pairs of them or whatever. But I say Saucony represents me. If you used to ask people at my work and stuff, like from where I used to work, that's what they used to see me rocking. And because Saucony is not a brand that you see people rocking a lot, especially in London, it was like, what the heck are these? Because people just see them as like random running trainers. They don't see them as like lifestyle stuff, but they bring out loads of fire stuff. But lately it's been super duper lacking. I did a video before about what sneaker brands need to do to get back in the game. Check that out, I'll link that down below. But Saucony is definitely one of them who need to step up their game big time. Like there was a recent release, which was an End Time Saucony. I think they did a couple teasers, people getting excited because the last End Time Saucony, I think it was the last one, was the burgers, and they're super fire. If you want to buy a pair, it's going to cost you 300 plus on resale. One of my sneakers that I really need to get in my life one day, but I don't fancy paying 350, so I'm not going to do it anytime soon, unless I get a little lottery win or something like that. So everyone's excited, oh, End again, Saucony. They normally do some dope stuff, but what they came out with, it was a bit basic. To be fair, if I entered the raffle on, and if I'd have won it, I'd have got it, I'd have been happy with it, because it's a nice shoe. It's like an orange shoe, but the theme is lobster. The only sort of lobster thing to it is the inners, and the shoe itself is orange. And I know lobsters are kind of orange, but they're kind of reddish as well, and like they could have put some sort of detail in it. The box has got more detail than the bloody shoe. I don't get what they're doing with that, but I'm digressing and going off topic. That's why it's called Ash Bash Waffles On. But anywho, I'll ask you guys a question. What have you been rocking lately, sneaker wise? And does that represent the sort of sneakerhead that you are, like what you're into? I rock loads of different stuff. I've got Saucony, Asics, Adidas, Diadora, New Balance, Kahoo, Vans. I'm trying to look here what else I've got. I think that's everything. But so I rock a lot of different stuff, and I've got a lot of pairs of different stuff. But I'd say Saucony was my thing that I was sort of known for, stood out for. So from now on, you might possibly see my feed with way more Saucony stuff than I used to post. And also a big thing for me personally, which I just literally, I'm looking at my sneaker collection because I'm literally in my sneaker room right now. I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, why have I not been rocking Saucony lately? And I realised that I still, in a year nearly coming up to that I've moved to this new house, I've only brought over half of my collection. And it just so happened that I went for the Jordan boxes first because they were in an easier location for me to drag out and bring it into my brother's car when I brought them over. So most of my Saucony boxes are still at my other house. I think I've only got 4 pairs here, and 3 of them I've bought since I've moved here, and 1 pair I randomly brought home the other day when I happened to go home and I saw them, my old home, and I saw them by the front door. I was like, oh, I'm gonna take them home with me. But yeah, so tell me what you rock. Does it represent you? Because I don't know. I should actually ask one of my friends and say, if you was to pick a sneaker that represents me, what would you say it is? And they probably would pick probably a Jordan 1 or something like that, because that is all you'll see me rocking pretty much lately. But anywho, random topic as usual. Release a video every single Monday like this. Sometimes it has a bit of structure to it, sometimes it is random waffle. It's generally just to start a conversation, so get in the comments if you've got any topic ideas for me to cover and talk about. Holler at me, I'm always up for something new. Normally what I just pick up something that I hear on a podcast or something that I see on a Facebook group, and I go off on that subject, right in my phone, get to it when I can. But yeah, Ash Bash is going to be signing off now. Follow me on Instagram, Ash Bash Sneakers, and Twitter is Perfection Sever. I'm out. Later, y'all.